Hello and welcome to this video. In this video we're going to talk about 5 reasons why you might want to become an accountant. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Aaron Patrick. I'm a chartered accountant, a certified UK trainer with a fancy new logo, that QuickBooks chap on the internet, and also head of account here at Boffix. Now, as I've just explained, I wear many hats, but one of those proudest hats that I ever have to wear is the hat of being an accountant. Why? Well, I find it a really rewarding career choice. And I'm going to go through now the 5 reasons why I think it'll be a great career choice for you too. Okay then, so let's start at the very beginning. Let's start at reason number 1. Reason number 1 is really straightforward. Accountancy is a really stable profession. Now, what I mean by that is, whereas in some professions you may find that the jobs are being distinguished or being replaced, or there's new opportunities or there's new ways of doing things, accountancy as a whole is always going to be a service that people are going to need. Because if you think about what it is that accountants do, we basically support other businesses, and other businesses are always going to be around and always going to need to have support. Now, the role of accountancy or being an accountant may well change, may well adjust, and we're going to adapt. And just like everyone else in the world, our industry is constantly evolving, but the need for an accountant is still going to be here. So putting time and effort into being a good accountant is actually a really good investment, because it's an investment for a job that'll be around forever. Number 2, as an accountant, one of the things you're going to learn is how to be better at being financially competent. Now, as an accountant, you will spend a lot of your time going through and looking at how businesses can do better. That's one of the most rewarding parts of being an accountant. So you're going to be spending a lot of time looking at the income they have, the expenses they have, and trying to help and find ways in which companies and businesses can do better and be better. And ultimately what that means is that's going to give you the chance to be better yourself when it comes to financial decisions. Because you're going to know yourself what makes or breaks businesses, because you're going to see it firsthand. You're going to know yourself how important it is to have budgets, how important it is to be looking after and understanding how much money you have coming in versus how much money you have out, and how the two are so important to correlate. You'll learn skills, you'll learn ways, you'll be looking at instances to be aware of, you'll be thinking of outside the box in terms of ways in which you can make it better for yourself. But ultimately you're going to be having that awareness, that business awareness of what it means to be financially stable. And you will find yourself, without even knowing it, applying it to your own life, applying to your own business decisions in terms of, do you go out and buy that new car or not? You will have much more of an understanding of the pitfalls that you need to avoid and any benefits that you can get from it. And you'll be more in tune with things like buying crypto and buying stocks and trying to invest in the future, because you'll understand the benefits, you'll see the benefits firsthand, and you'll learn from other clients. You'll learn from your clients and you'll understand what's going on, what's working, what's not working, and be able to apply that to your own circumstances. The best thing of all, you won't even know you're doing it. It'll all come second nature to you, and you'll be doing it on autopilot. Number 3, the accounting profession is really, really interesting. Now, granted, the stigma behind accountancy is the opposite. The stigma is that actually accountants are really, really boring. Yeah, sure, there are certain aspects of accountancy that can be a little bit dull, and they can have you tearing your hair out from time to time. But I promise you that the ultimate role of an accountant is actually really, really interesting. And you may need to have to dedicate quite a large point of time developing skills, understanding the concepts, trying to figure it all out. And yes, you might find some of those elements really uninteresting from time to time. But I promise you that when you actually get past all of that, when you figured it out yourself in terms of business needs and business requirements and what an accountant is there for and how that supports a particular business, that's when it all clicks. Because ultimately, as an accountant, we're helping other businesses. We're making sure businesses are thriving, not just surviving. Our motto here at Boffix wasn't just made up just so we can have a nice little motto to put it out there. It's because we truly believe in it. The reason I became an accountant, and the reason a lot of people became an accountant, is because we love to help others. Help businesses succeed, help businesses grow, help businesses become better at what they are. And it's factually proven that a business with a good accountancy firm behind them is going to do better than a business without. And that's because of the added value, because of the opportunities that we can bring and the help that we can bring to it. And it's really fulfilling. And also, if you are currently bored of your accounting profession, then tip number 4 might be a game changer for you. Tip number 4. There's lots and lots of options within the world of accountancy. See, the world of accountancy is a really, really varied profession. In fact, looking just here, we have the opportunity to be a chartered accountant. But even being a chartered accountant, there's all other options for you. You can be ICAW, you can be ACA, you can be CIMA, you can have other qualifications like AAT and ATT. Basically, in the world of accountancy, it splits into 2 different areas. Are you an accountant that works for an accountancy practice or by yourself, looking after multiple different accountants, looking after multiple different clients? Or do you work for one particular business and be doing their accounting work for them on that one and only particular business? And then if you take both of those scenarios and you look at the 2 different branches at the same time, the world of being in a practice has so many options. From payroll to bookkeepers to auditors to accountants to tax specialists, there are so many options. Again, chartered accountancy versus non-chartered accountancy, AAT versus ICAW, ICAW versus ACCA. There are a lot of options out there for you, but ultimately they follow the same core principles. And if you've already found that the world of accountancy is right for you, then you just need to find the right particular way in which you can make the most out of those core principles. If you absolutely love doing payroll, then you can easily have a career at just doing payroll. If you love doing bookkeeping, if you love doing audit, all of them have great career paths and opportunities for you. And also the type of client is so varied as well. You're either going to be focused on smaller individual clients or big multinational clients. And depending on which accountancy firm you work for, depends on which sort of exposure you're going to get. But again, the amount of options available, the amount of varied work is amazing. You go from practice to practice and you could have completely different types of clients done in completely different ways, and it can be a complete game changer in the way that you approach your work. The world of accountancy is such a varied opportunity for you, and it gives you the chance to think about being able to be in a profession where you can literally have a limitless amount of opportunities in terms of how you want to approach the way that you can show your skill sets. It really is unique and it's really, really enjoyable. The hardest part is finding what's right for you. But once you do that, I promise you, you'll find a great rewarding experience. And finally, number 5, personally my favorite part of it is the chance for you to become a bit of an AC-12 detective when it comes to the world of accountancy. You see, as accountants, one of the things we do on a regular basis is problem solve. We're always looking, we're always detective, we're always trying to find solutions. And for us to find solutions, we need to find out how certain things happen. So we're constantly being detectives, we're constantly looking and trying to find out ways in which proving particular items, particular numbers, particular elements, and trying to reenact how things happen is part and parcel of the job. And for me, that's where it gets really interesting. Being able to really dig deep into these scenarios, trying to find out how things happen, what happened, why they happen, has always been a great part of this profession. Accountancy is a great career opportunity. Obviously, from a remuneration point of view, lots of opportunities, lots of options out there, but also from the fact of being able to help clients. Accountancy is that way in which you can be able to make sure that you've made a difference and you've been able to find ways to help clients improve in one way or another. And really, that's what we go to work for. Finding that improvement, going out there and trying to make things better. And you get to be a little detective along the way. And there we have it, the world of accountancy. 5 ways in which you can be able to see why being an accountant's right for you. Now, getting into the world of accountancy, that's one for another video, but we'll make sure we get around to that as soon as possible. Let us know below though, if you are looking to become an accountant, what it is that you need to know before you make that jump. That seems like a great idea for a future video. As always, my name has been Aaron Patrick. I'm an accountant and I know what it's like to be an accountant, and I promise you, accountancy is a great profession to think about. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because that way you're going to be able to make sure that you're the first people to find out the little secrets we want to give out. My name's been Aaron Patrick. As always, been an absolute pleasure to do this video for you. I can't wait to do the next one, and I'll see you around.